As a human being, one has been endowed with just enough intelligence to be able to see clearly how utterly inadequate that intelligence is when confronted with what exists. A happy man is too satisfied with the present to dwell too much on the future. The only way to escape the corruptible effect of praise is to go on working. The true sign of intelligence is not knowledge but imagination. No amount of experimentation can ever prove me right, a single experiment can prove me wrong. Small is the number of people who see with their eyes and think with their minds. The monotony and solitude of a quiet life stimulates the creative mind. Weak people revenge. Strong people forgive. Intelligent people ignore. Few are those who see with their own eyes and feel with their own hearts. In order to form an immaculate member of a flock of sheep one must, above all, be a sheep. I very rarely think in words at all. A thought comes, and I may try to express it in words afterwards. We cannot solve our problems with the same thinking we used when we created them. Unthinking respect for authority is the greatest enemy of truth. Imagination is everything. It is the preview of life's coming attractions. I think and think for months and years. 99 times, the conclusion is false. The 100th time I am right. Learn from yesterday, live for today, hope for tomorrow. The important thing is not to stop questioning. To raise new questions, new possibilities, to regard old problems from a new angle, requires creative imagination and marks real advance in science. Any intelligent fool can make things bigger and more complex. It takes a touch of genius, and a lot of courage to move in the opposite direction. The most beautiful experience we can have is the mysterious. It is the fundamental emotion that stands at the cradle of true art and true science. Imagination is more important than knowledge. For knowledge is limited, whereas imagination embraces the entire world, stimulating progress, giving birth to evolution. Nothing truly valuable arises from ambition or from a mere sense of duty, it stems rather from love and devotion towards men and towards subjective things. Great spirits have always encountered violent opposition from mediocre minds. The mediocre mind is incapable of understanding the man who refuses to bow blindly to conventional prejudices and chooses instead to express his opinions courageously and honestly. There are only two ways to live your life. One is as though nothing is a miracle. The other is as though everything is a miracle. Few people are capable of expressing with equanimity opinions which differ from the prejudices of their social environment. Most people are even incapable of forming such opinions. Most teachers waste their time by asking questions that are intended to discover what a pupil does not know, whereas the true art of questioning is to discover what the pupil does know or is capable of knowing. As a human being, one has been endowed with just enough intelligence to be able to see clearly how utterly inadequate that intelligence is when confronted with what exists. If you want your children to be intelligent, read them fairy tales. If you want them to be more intelligent, read them more fairy tales. If A is a success in life, then A equals X plus Y plus Z. Work is X, Y is play, and Z is keeping your mouth shut. Life is like riding a bicycle. To keep your balance you must keep moving.